What's up YouTube, it's your boy Mike here from People's Choice Gaming, and today I got a breakdown for you of the new Update 11 weapon, the Cestra. This weapon is basically a mini Supra. We got our Bore Prime, and we got our Brack, basically being our, mini shotguns. Now we got our mini Supra, basically our mini chain gun. There's the stats up on the screen for you. It's got, the travel time, the wind-up time. It acts just like the Supra, doing a total 25 damage, pretty much all puncture. So it's really just good against Grineer. That's the only faction you're really going to want to use it against. And you can get a lot of damage out of this gun. You're seeing the gameplay here. I'm going up against fairly high level, Grineer, not real high level. But this is just a regular level 30 build, and pretty much all the Grineer, I can 1- and 2-shot them, just tap them and they're down. So the weapon does a lot of damage, but it definitely has some downfalls. It's got a good bit of recoil, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves with it. But when it first came out, it had a decent bit of pull, but you could hold your mouse down and kind of handle it. And for some odd reason, they decided to add even more recoil to it. And it just pulls straight up now, like a ridiculous amount. So it's got a lot of recoil that you got to work with. And that also, throws the accuracy off. And as far as the accuracy goes, it's really not that bad. It's got a fairly tight spread, but the recoil is what's really going to be, throwing your spread, all over the place. Luckily, though, with this weapon, when you're single-shotting and burst firing with it, the recoil is not going to be, that much of a problem at all. And when you're fully spooling it up, at full auto, accuracy is not something you ever worry about anyways, because you're just going to be spamming it into enemies. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go over the max damage build here for your Cestra, for level 30 catalyst build. Basically, it's real simple. You don't have any polarities. You're not going to be able to do a lot. So you're going to want to start off with your first 3 mods. You always do your lethal taunt, barrel diffusion, and hornet strike as high as you can get it. Mine's 1 from the top. You do have 3 points left over, so you can take it up all the way. And then for best damage, we want to get a fully ranked convulsion and pathogen on for a full corrosive combo. Now you're going to be doing a ton of damage, and even before you forma, you're going to be able, to 1-2 shot, most all Grineer in the high 50s and 60s. So I mean, you do really nice with this. You'll do really nice with this weapon. But when you really want to have fun with it and mow down groups, and you don't want to be burst firing and single shotting, you're going to find the weapon does have a slow spool up time, and a little slow of a fire rate, and me personally, that does bug me. So if you want to lose a little bit of damage, or you're just doing enemies of lower level, and you want to go with a much quicker DPS build, you can lower your hornet strike a few, convulsion 1, and pathogen rounds 1, and slap on a gunslinger, with 3 or 4 ranks in, and that's going to help out a lot. Now if you want to go a different route, this is going to be a less damage build, but quicker for the lower level enemies, because you'll be able to get a full gunslinger on. You do the same build. My AP mod keeps leaving. I must not be hitting apply afterwards. Sorry about that. So you go with the same 3 mods here, but instead of corrosive, you go with a full puncture mod, full bane mod, and a full gunslinger. So you're still going to do pretty decent damage, but you're going to be able to shoot a lot faster. So if you don't need the ridiculous damage of my first build, then I definitely recommend going with something like this, or just take a little bit off of that other build so you can get the gunslinger on, because the weapon definitely has a slow spool up time. And I don't think I'm going to be forming this weapon, so just in case you guys really like it and you want to know what I would do if I format it, well, obviously, common sense, get your V polarities in there, because you're going to save the most points. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go with your max damage build here, and you're going to want to go with a full gunslinger armor, puncture mod, and bane mod. That's what you're gonna want to do. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.